Well, that's the end of that. The final Equestria Go special. And then we're in the hiatus. This is the final one. Mirror Magic. And honestly, to wrap up the entirety of the Equestria Go specials, at least initial opinion-wise, it's decent. That's all I have to say to it. It's decent. Anyways, in the special, obviously Jupiter Montage is given a job to work inside the mall movie theater. And we find out that, obviously, she wants to get even with the main seven. As, of course, something happens when Jupiter Montage winds up finding this mirror that winds up gaining the magical powers from that Camelot High statue, which of course is still broken, and they haven't even replaced it yet. But in the process, she winds up obviously making mirror wishes in just about anywhere. And somehow the mirror does her biddings. For the most part. And in the process, unfortunately, the 6 out of the 7 wind up getting sucked into the mirror as Sunset Shimmer obviously winds up returning to, let me think. She winds up returning to Equestria to obviously get the new book from, of course, Starlight Glimmer, because the main 6 in the Equestria realm are away doing something. Which probably may be answered in the other half of the Season 7 episodes. And, of course, he winds up receiving the book from Starlight Glimmer, who basically has nothing else better to do. As, of course, they wind up returning to, Equestria Girl's realm. And obviously, Starlight tries to get used to everything. But then, we wind up finding out that, of course, the 6 out of the 7 are completely gone because of Jupiter Montage using the mirror on them. Sunset Shimmer tries to intervene, but unfortunately doesn't go over very well. Then it's up to Starlight Glimmer to figure out how to stop her before the mirror breaks. As, of course, seeing as how she was a villain back in the day, she decides to come in and obviously motivate her to try to change her ways, which of course works out in the end. And surprisingly, the main 6 are completely forgiving for a group. The only one they haven't reformed yet, or at least another reformed person, is that of, who was it? Of Queen Chrysalis in the Season 6 finale. But thankfully, the main 6 managed to convince her to just be her friend, because, well, they talk about what happened. Starlight Glimmer in the Season 5 premiere, as well as the finale. Twilight Sparkle, while she was Midnight in the 3rd Equestria Girls film. Then the final one being Sunset Shimmer in the 2nd film. No, first! I keep forgetting that. Because the 2nd one was with the Dazzlings, 3rd one was with Twilight, the 4th one was with the Camp Scout, was half of it, and of course, in the process, we find out that obviously she could that Jupiter could relate to them, and in the process, Starlight Glimmer winds up receiving a message. Sunset Shimmer winds up receiving a message to obviously stay for a few days. Or Starlight Glimmer to stay a few days in Equestria and learn how they work. And to see the premiere of the Daring Do movie, which works out for them in the process, and the day is at an end. I'll say it is a decently well put together special. For a final one, it's no movie magic, but it's still something. But the one thing I'm surprised about with these free specials is they're all connected. But I wouldn't be surprised because all the Equestria Girls films are all tied in together. Unlike the show, where they don't count the Equestria Girls realm as part of the series, or the IDW comics. But, of course, in the process, I will say that they do try to make something that's worthy of what it is. And surprisingly, they do a good job of that. And I will say that all three of these Equestria Girls specials are worth watching digitally. Because I wouldn't know if they would ever put these out on Blu-ray or DVD or whatever. So, we might figure that out as time goes on. But anyways, what do you think of this special, but also the other three Equestria Girls? Or other two of the specials? What do you think? Is it worth it for Equestria Girls to have more of these specials when the seasons are on hiatus? Let me know. Because everybody has their own taste and opinions, so why not share yours? And of course that puts an end to all of these Equestria Girls specials, and we are now entering the hiatus, so here's hoping it comes back sometime around August or September. But it's mostly guaranteed to be sometime around September, October, somewhere in between. So now we gotta wait. But of course, that doesn't mean the stop of the big marathon of, well, Movie Fridays, but also, like, 4-episode opinions and maybe trailer talk. All depends on the situation. So, I'll see you guys for the next video, whatever that might be, and see you guys in the very near future.